My recent video about the Muslim vote, that is, the Muslim Vote being an organisation that sent a list of 18 demands to Keir Starmer. During that video, I made mention of disabilities in the Pakistani population, which were the result mostly of cousin marriages. And I got a few very choice responses to that video. I'll talk about that when I've told you I'm granniopteryx. This was very shocking, and I'm going to read it to you. 30 years ago, it says, I worked a classroom assistant in a school for children with moderate to severe learning disabilities. Pakistani heritage children made up more than half of the pupils there. The proportion was similar in all such schools across the city. It was common knowledge that most, if not all, parents were also cousins, and families often had more than one child attending the school. And here he's talking about a school for children with severe disabilities. Many children required toileting, assistance when using toilets and/or nappy changes. As a man, I did not do this with female children. Female colleagues spoke in hushed tones of how female children were subjected to FGM, a long absence while children were taken to Pakistan or Bangladesh to visit family, was normal. Children would return having been, well, he didn't say this, but I'm saying it, having been mutilated. I should make it clear that these children, by and large, were profoundly mentally disabled. So these operations were being carried out on young girls, or girls who were mentally so young they didn't even understand what was going on. And my response to this was, what a horrific story that is. And then I got the response to my response from the same person. It is. I went from that job to one in local authority childcare and witnessed a grooming gang situation. Again, it was spoken about in hushed tones, never openly, and the race, religion of the child rapists was never raised. As with the school staff, people were too scared. It was then that my whole attitude to multi-culti stuff shifted. Well, it looks like this chap saw a lot of cruelty. And the problem is that although you and I know about it, nobody else in the upper echelons or in the media is talking about it. And so this persists. Both the constant production of severely mentally disabled and physically disabled children, and the mutilation of these children, and the lack of care for children who are being abused by certain groups. Now, one of the other messages I got under my video was, "Oh, shut up, you old racist." I just wanted to remark that the only racism in that whole scenario is the racism of the person who said that, because they are letting children of Pakistani heritage parents suffer in the most appalling ways. And I, as you will know if you've watched my videos long term, I get very upset when I hear about children being abused. Children of any colour. No child should suffer the mental disabilities that these parents are condemning their children to. No female child should be carved up in that way. And of course, no child should be sexually assaulted as an expression of cultural norms. Right, well, yeah, that's it. That's my comment on that. And I have to tell you, even just reading it out, I can feel, you know, that awful feeling when your heart starts bumping around in your chest. And I have to ask, why is government not doing anything about it? Why are the media not talking about it? Why are these schools referring to these things in hushed tones? What is the matter with us? And on that question, I'll see you next time. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the Granniopteryx design or Granbo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.granniopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.